What's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. This is the Prophetic Word series. I haven't done one of these in a while. However, I can't get this one off my heart, and sources keep bugging me to say something about this. So, I had a vision. Some of y'all have an uncle. And maybe I feel like you guys were raised by your grandma. And if you weren't, you're just really close to your grandma. And this uncle is like really... He's kind of cruel. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but this uncle is really cruel to you. And he makes it feel like it's your fault that your grandma has suffered, that your grandma has struggled, that your grandma has gone through whatever it is that she's going through. And it's not. Like, I just want to tell you guys, it's not. In fact, there's actually a lot of healing that you guys can find when you guys go back and look at your childhood and what it was and how your uncle treated you. Now, it tells me, too, it's like your uncle didn't have kids for a long time and was always really mean. And well, somewhere along the line, he was having a child, like a child was coming in, and this is not going to resonate with all of you guys, but there's a specific message that's out there. Your uncle is going to have a child, and then all of a sudden he changed the way that he was treating you. And I feel like he even told you that he was trying to practice and get ready for when his own child came, and it just kind of confused you because it's like, why couldn't you have just treated me like this before? Like, why couldn't you have just treated me with respect before? Why did you have to disrespect me this whole time? And why did you have to tell me like so much was my fault? Why did you have to make it seem like I was just a terrible person? And you're not. Like, you guys actually have a very beautiful energy, but there is a deep sadness that is sitting on your heart, that's sitting on your soul, that needs to be dealt with, and you guys need to look into. And so I'm bringing that up. And so that's why I'm saying it's like, and even if your uncle didn't have kids, there was still like something that happened that forced your uncle to kind of like retract how he was treating you, but only for like a second. Like, it's like he came in and was like he needed to practice. Maybe he got a girlfriend or a boyfriend that had a child, and he had to be nice to this child and show this child respect so that he didn't lose his status. You know, it's like this person, this uncle of yours is not... He's a little bit really kind of messed up, actually. Not a little bit. He's kind of messed up. Like, this uncle of yours just has to seem like he's all for show, right? Like, he's very arrogant. He's not necessarily a narcissist, but he was just so mistreated as a child. And that, I think, it comes from childhood schoolyard stuff, and not from your family side, but it's just reliving. Like, he made you relive the way that he was treated by other people, and he enjoyed that. Okay, and I know that seems so like narcissistic, but it's not. Like, it's like he enjoyed it because he finally felt big, and he knew that he had been bullied as a child, and he felt like he needed to bully someone else, and so you just kind of fell onto you. And it could have been something that like maybe your whole family kind of singled you out, and he noticed that from an early time frame, and that's why he acted the way that he acted, because he knew he could get away with it rather than with your siblings. If your siblings were more accepted by your family, he knew that he couldn't get away with treating them that way, and so he really poured all of that onto you. And it would have been the same, like, if you had been more accepted, they would have done this to your siblings. Or maybe you guys are watching and this is happening to a sibling of yours, and you're just kind of, like, tired of it because you're like, you know, my sibling didn't do anything. They've been nothing but kind. And, you know, and it's just because the family kind of treated your sibling or treated you as a black sheep. And there is... So what they showed me was that actually the whole reason that you guys are on this journey... Wow, there's a spirit. You guys see spirit tendrils? They just made that so apparent right now. Like, there's a spirit tendril that just went by beyond the phone. It was kind of weird. I actually don't know if it came out in front of the phone like that, but that's the route that it took. So maybe some of you guys see that. Not everybody will see it, but there are some of you guys that see spirit tendrils. I I think that the thing is what you're missing is that actually the reason that this happened was so that it would direct you onto your path of purpose. And I think you've been wondering this whole time, like, why did I ever even step into this truth-seeking industry, or why did I ever get to where it is that I am? And it's actually because your uncle treated you this way, and so there's actually positivity behind that, but you have to find it within your heart to forgive and to move on. It doesn't mean that as in forgiving that you're inviting him back into your life. It means that you're forgiving so that you can free yourself from the chains, because it was a lot of heartbreak for you, because I think that you looked up to your uncle when you were really young. Some of you guys did, some of you guys didn't. Like, some of you guys are like, no, I hated him. Yeah, I get that. And I know hate is a strong word, but I could definitely feel it. I feel it from some of you guys. And others of you guys are like, I just don't understand. Like, I tried everything to make him see me. 555 is a very powerful number for you guys. And they're just saying that right now, regardless of how you felt about him per se, is that when you guys do this healing, you're actually going to find out some more deep inner wisdom. And in that inner wisdom, in fact, that could be why the spirit tendril came through here, is you guys are going to actually be able to connect with your gifts. This has been a huge block on your heart. And you guys are actually going to be able to connect with your gifts and forgiving him and letting go of how that was. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry, guys. I am trying to multitask. I'm actually training the dogs right now, so it's side story here. But anyways, it's like in this forgiveness for him, you're going to actually open your heart to a much deeper aspect of who you are. And you're actually going to be able to change your perception in the way that you see people around you. I think it's going to help you let go of why people treated you a certain way, or why people were a certain way in your life. It's going to make you realize that I'd been holding on to that hurt from him for so long. Grandma did come through. So for some of you, she is still alive. For some of you, she is not. But Grandma did come through. And she was really adamant about how she did see this happening, but there was nothing that she could say to convince him that you guys were good people. There was nothing that she could say to convince him to leave you guys alone. She tried many, many times behind closed doors, and there was nothing that convinced him to do better with you. And that made her really sad. And it does still make her really sad. And she's asking you guys to find it in your hearts to be the bigger people and to move on. And so this prophetic word is just really, truly about forgiveness in the family area. And as you forgive, you guys are actually going to bring in a new foundational beginning for your own family, for your own love life, for your own home life. And you guys will find a stronger connection with those that you choose to bring in your life. And that is so very important on your journey. And your grandma was showing me how when you do this, that you're going to be surrounded by people who love and respect you. And in turn, it's like this is what actually gets to your uncle, because when you guys become respected by these other people, he's so hell-bent on having a certain status, and he sees you gaining that status without seemingly working hard, which he doesn't know what you put in. It's, wow, sorry guys, it's going to irritate him. That's how I know I'm telling the truth, because it's like he doesn't want me to say it. Like I felt it like that. Like it's like he's trying to keep you from saying it. Like he doesn't want you to know, because he's going to try and come back in and be your best friend. And it's up to you. I mean, it really is. It's up to you whether or not you let him in. But I just want to let you guys know that if you do, it's not genuine. It's not genuine. It's so that he can ride on the coattails of your success, or your seeming success. Because even I feel like you guys you're like, no, it's like, this is just what's been promised me. It's not even about success. It's just, this is my blessings for doing the work that I was supposed to do and answering the call of service to source. And so this uncle of yours thinks and sees it as true success, and he wants to ride on that coattail so that he seems like he's bigger than who he truly is, because he's scared to take the leap of faith for himself. And while he will learn lessons from you, the more that you guys focus on yourself, and I know sometimes it's hard, you're like, but that's blood, you shouldn't give up on blood like that. Right, I get that, but he never treated you like a blood relative. So forgiveness does not mean that you're like, oh, that's wiping the slate clean. That means that nothing ever happened. And it's not saying that what he did was right. Forgiveness is freedom of self. And when you free yourself, you guys are going to allow those blessings to come into your life, and you're going to allow your foundational energy to change, because this is what actually caused you to grow up in a faulty foundational energy. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.